As the Democratic presidential candidates took to the sidewalks of New York, the tenor of the campaign was approaching the gutter, with each side raising questions about the other's qualifications for the highest office in the land. 12 days before the critical primary, our CBS News tracking poll shows Hillary Clinton, the former New York senator, with a 10-point lead over Brooklyn-born Bernie Sanders. Here's Nancy Cordes.
I don't believe that she is qualified.
Sanders startled Democrats with that tough charge last night and repeated it today.
That maybe the American people might wonder about your qualifications, Madam Secretary.
Clinton's allies said that crossed a line. Sanders' Senate colleague Claire McCaskill tweeted, "Come on, Bernie, not qualified? Remember what we all have to do together in November."
I don't know why he's saying that, but I will take Bernie Sanders over Donald Trump or Ted Cruz anytime.
Sanders said she started it.
You routinely say that you respect Hillary Clinton and her experience, so why do you now believe that she's unqualified?
Because the Washington Post had a headline which said, quote, "Clinton questions whether Sanders is qualified to be president," end of quote. That was what was thrown at me.
Clinton never actually called him unqualified, though she has stepped up her attacks.
Well, I think he hadn't done his homework, and he'd been talking for more than a year about doing things that he obviously hadn't really studied or understood.
The change in tone has to do with the looming New York primary, which suddenly looks like it could be close. To show she's the true New Yorker, Clinton ditched her motorcade today in favor of the subway. After an early struggle with her fare card, the former First Lady rode the rails for 9 blocks in the Bronx.
It's so convenient. It is just the best way to get around.
A loss for Clinton in the state she represented would be humiliating. But for Sanders, the stakes are even higher. He needs to turn that race around, Charlie, to preserve even a narrow path to the nomination.
Thanks, Nancy.